Hi, what's your name?
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Hey everyone, it's Ivana. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the time that I FaceTimed with Joe Jonas. Yes, this actually did happen. I have to thank, before I even start, Bekah and Chasity, my two internet friends from Texas. Those of you who know me know that there is two things I love: Disney and DNCE. I have been a Jonas Brothers fan since the beginning of time, and this video is not about how much I love the Jonas Brothers, because I can go on and on and on about how much I love the Jonas Brothers. But Joe in particular has always been my favorite. Some of you may know that Joe Jonas has his own band called DNCE. They are amazing. I am so in love with them, and yeah, it's been great to follow them since the start of their band. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get right on to this video. So first, DNCE announced their tour. It wasn't a huge tour, but they announced a tour back in, I would say, around maybe this time last year, maybe in October, I'm not sure. Anyway, they announced a tour, and I remember crying because I was so sad that they were not coming to Miami. I was so sad. But I made, well, let me kind of backtrack. I really got into DNCE when I created my fan account. Yes, don't judge me. I have a fan account, but if you do want to follow it, it's called Everything DNCE. But anyway, I created a fan account because I was following other fan accounts, and this one girl, her name is Chasity, she messaged me one day, and we were talking back and forth because I had gone to a show and she wanted to use some of the videos for her fan account, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then we started becoming really good friends. And then I told her, wow, it must be fun to actually have a fan account. And she was like, you should do it. And then, so here I am. So I did it. So yeah, they announced their tour, and I was sad because they were not coming. So I was talking to Chasity, and they had a Dallas date. I think they had two Texas dates, actually. I was super happy for her. She, bought the tickets to the show. She bought meet and greet. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't wait to hear all about it. So fast forward to when tour actually starts. It was, I think, a couple of shows in, and mind you, this wasn't a long tour. In a couple of shows, there were fans who were FaceTiming their friends, and they would show the crowd. So like, let's say this is your phone and you're FaceTiming your friend like this, they would show it that way so the band could see that there was a person on FaceTime. So Joe had gotten the phone, or gotten, I think, 2 or 3 people's FaceTime calls, said something very simple like, what's your name, whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong. If any of you that are watching this were one of the people that Joe picked up or got the phone and FaceTimed with for a little bit, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the videos I've seen, there wasn't, it wasn't a lot of conversation, I guess you can say. He just said like, oh, what's your name? Okay, cool, enjoy the show. And then he would give the phone back to whoever's phone it was, whatever. So anyway, I jokingly tell Chasity, hey, what if, you FaceTime me and Joe actually gets the phone? And she's like, yeah, I'll FaceTime you, like, just so you can see the concert anyway and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So fast forward, and it's January 28th. I beat my face. I get ready. I know that it's their show. They, I think, are an hour behind. Yeah, they're an hour behind from my time. And I was ready. I was ready to go. I had my face beat and whatever. My dad comes home, and he's like, where are you going? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to FaceTime with Joe Jonas. And he's like, what? Like, I'm like, I'm going to FaceTime with Joe Jonas. Like, my friend's going to FaceTime me, and, he's going to pick up the phone. This is called putting it out into the universe. I put it out into the universe that I was going to FaceTime him. Then my mom comes home and she's like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm gonna FaceTime with Joe Jonas. And she's like, yes you are, honey. Yes you are. You're gonna FaceTime Joe. Da 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 da. And I was like, exactly. So whatever, we go out to eat, we come back home, and I'm on my computer and I'm waiting. Now I start freaking out because Chasity didn't have good service in the arena, or it wasn't an arena, it was like a small tour in the, wherever you call it, in the little thing. She didn't have service, so she tells her friend Bekah, who I also know through online and stuff, that if she could FaceTime me. And so she does, and when I pick up the phone, I start beating, my heart starts beating super fast. I don't even remember what song was playing, but they were playing some song was happening, where they're sitting, they're in their front row, but they're in like the far right, so you know, it wasn't center stage. So I was like, you know, there's no way he's gonna see the phone. So I kind of started to lose a little bit of hope, but I was still enjoying just the fact that I got to see them like through FaceTime for a little bit. And then they start to set up for their acoustic set. And they sit down and everything. I didn't lose complete hope, but I was getting a little like, okay, he's not gonna see the phone. So they start setting up and they sit down, and I see Cole looks my way, and I'm like, so he knows, like, and I have a screenshot, I will plug it right here, of Cole looking straight at me. So I'm like, oh great, like he saw, but Joe's not gonna see. Then out of nowhere, Joe gets up and he walks their way to the phone, and I was like, this is not happening, like there's no way. And I was starting to freeze, and he grabbed the phone and he brings me to the stage. Well, I'm talking about like if he actually brought me to the stage, but the phone. He brought the phone up to the stage and he asked me, what's your name? And then I said Ivana, and then he goes, where are you, Ivana? Why are you not here? And when he said my name, first off, I was like, oh my god. And then I told him, I'm in Miami and you're too far. And then from there, he said, something tells me you're Latin. And then he called me spicy. And I was like, yes. And then honestly, which I am Latin, I didn't answer him because I couldn't hear him. The crowd was so loud that like, and I think it was just so much happening all at once that I was like, you know, so shocked that I didn't answer his question. And then he said, I think I was right. And then he didn't give the phone back. He tells me, I'm gonna put you down so you can be part of the show. And I freaked out, and he put the phone down right in front of his face, which I will show you the amazing view that this man gave me. It was beautiful. I mean, I know it was a great view, but he put the phone down for 2 songs. So I was there, or I was there when he sang Truthfully and when he sang Jinx. So it was amazing. And then he gave me a little peace sign because obviously the crowd went crazy when he finished the song. And he like went like this and was like, bye. And then he gave my phone back to Bekah. I can't even believe, like I still can't believe that happened. I still look at the screenshots and look at the video and I'm just like, I cannot believe that happened.
Hi, what's your name? Say hi to everybody, Ivana. Where are you, Ivana? Why are you not here?
I'm in Miami and you're too far.
Something tells me you're Latin. Spicy. I think I was right. I'm gonna put you down. You can be part of the show, okay?
To thank Chasity and Bekah again. I've thanked them a million times, but I still, like, I think about it so much. I'm just like, wow, you know, that was incredible. And not a lot of people, really, a handful of people could say that they FaceTime with Joe Jonas in the middle of a DNCE show. It was amazing. But anyway, that is the story of how I FaceTime with Joe Jonas. It was the most incredible thing ever, and the meet and greet that led up after it was awesome too. I hope you enjoyed my little story of Joe Jonas and DNCE. I have a ton of more stories like of what I've gone through. I have a story about how I had to flirt with like a 30-something-year-old man just so I can get front row. It worked. So if you want to hear that, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel because I will be posting videos every single week. Still leading up to my college program, I'm still going to be uploading. And during my college program, I plan to upload too. I'll see you next week. And remember to always reach for the sky. Bye!